defense witness in the Casey Anthony trial testifying this morning. There was no evidence of decomposition in Casey Anthony's car trunk. The trial is ending early today because of a scheduling matter, and now prosecutors are looking into some, well, strangely coincidental new evidence. They say this woman, a former inmate at the same jail as Casey Anthony, April Whelan, had a toddler who drowned in his grandparents' swimming pool back in 2007. Now, that's very similar to the defense theory that little Kaylee drowned in her grandparents' swimming pool and that her grandfather helped cover up the accident. Here to talk about this and some other developments, criminal defense attorneys Meg Strickler and Joey Jackson. So this woman, April Whelan, Meg, does she get on the stand? Does she testify in this case?
No, I do not think she's coming on the stand for a couple of reasons. One is I don't think this testimony could come in due to hearsay issues. She didn't talk directly to Casey Anthony. I think this is kind of a red herring the prosecution's throwing out, and they're trying to kind of taunt the defense and saying, hey, look, if we know of anything coming up, we're going to make sure we follow those discovery rules, unlike you, defense. And so I think they're doing a couple of things here, but they won't. This witness will not come on because of credibility issues too. Where do we meet you? Oh, in the jail. I could destroy you as a defense attorney very easily on the stand as to what you say is truthful and credible. She's not going to come on the stand. I can guarantee it.
Well, the suggestion, Joey, from the prosecution is that essentially Casey Anthony tried to borrow a plausible explanation as to what happened to her daughter here from another jail inmate.
You know what's interesting, John? We started off the segment and you said it was strangely coincidental. You think the fact that there would be an inmate who was housed in a dormitory with her in June of 2009 when she was there for 5 days, who just happened to have a 15-month-old child who died and drowned, and the body was there and discovered by the grandfather. Listen, all of us have wondered where this wild defense theory has emanated from, and now I think we know. Now, to Meg's point, and very well argued by her, but look, at the end of the day, this is probative. It comes in. It's not hearsay. It's an exception to the rule. And here's why the credibility of the defendant doesn't matter, John. It doesn't matter because we know, and it is proven fact, that this 15-month-old child, Isaiah Whelan, died. That's established, and that's true.
All right. That is established, Joey, but Meg, it's also, as far as I know, it's never been established that April Whelan ever spoke to Casey Anthony.
Exactly. Like I said, I don't think legally and technically she's going to come in. No, but I do agree with Mr. Jackson over there that this story is scarily similar to what Casey has told her lawyers. And that is true. Pathological liars get their stories and they craft them. They pull them straight from other stories and kind of craft them to their own. So I do think there may be some truth to this story, truth to Miss Whelan's story being stolen from Casey, but there's no way it's actually going to come into trial. I really feel very strongly about that. There's no way.
It's coming in, Meg.
She will not be in.
It's coming in,
Joey,
Meg.
No way.
And John. And John, listen.
I'd lay a date with you, Joey. No way.
Go ahead, Joey.
John, listen, the point of the matter is about her not having direct contact. It doesn't matter. You know, you've heard the expression. We've heard it through the grapevine.
Right.
You don't have to have direct contact to learn about something like this happening and then saying, maybe that would work for me. And then all of a sudden, during opening statements, her lawyer is saying, this was an accidental drowning. This was not an accidental drowning. It was premeditated, intentional murder. She will be convicted.
Well, it's obviously
a lot of
convicted. A lot of stories get passed around in jail cell blocks. That's for sure.
They sure do.
Meg Strickler, Joey Jackson. Thank you both.
Pleasure, John.
Thank you.